I am very excited to get into today's topic, which is travel, because if you're anything like me, COVID has really changed my thoughts about travel. And although I am still so nostalgic for all the places I want to go, I know I'm not alone in saying that it may have put a bit of a damper on my enthusiasm. But I am making this video today so that we can get excited for travel again, and I can share with you 10 reasons why you should travel the world even after the pandemic. I make adventure and lifestyle content here on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that and give this video a thumbs up. Now let's be real, travel is a privilege, it is not a necessity, and I know that I am sitting here speaking from a place of privilege. I was lucky enough to travel to 33 countries by the time I was 20 years old, and it completely changed my life, and I think that everyone should travel if they have the opportunity to do so. The first reason to travel the world is to support tourism. Now COVID has made it blatantly obvious how important tourism truly is. It is so important for the economy, and before the pandemic it was bringing in trillions of dollars. It wasn't only supporting big airlines and travel companies, but also small restaurants and tourism businesses that have been owned and operated by locals all around the world for up to hundreds of years. And some of them will never get to see again, which is so devastating. So by going out and traveling the world after the pandemic, or whenever you feel safe to do so, we can support those businesses where people are so passionate about what they do and welcoming visitors into their local area. Travel is all about gaining perspective. It is getting out of your normal everyday world, going into someone else's world and seeing how they do life. And this leads to a lot of awakenings, a lot of realizations. Yes, the cliches are true that you really do find yourself and get to know the world when you travel. And this is actually a powerful thing. It should be something to celebrate, because if we understand each other better, we can love each other better as well and create less division around the world and see the world through their eyes rather than just where we came from or how we grew up. The next reason you should travel the world is to meet new people. Now, maybe you're not as much of an extrovert as I am, but meeting new people and, having a glimpse into their life is always a really awesome and powerful thing to do, and you never know who you're going to meet. I have met people on my travels who I still stay in contact with today, who I have visited in their home country, and once again, this connects the world, and it's just overall a really fun experience. The next reason to travel is because it improves your health. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. I mean, physically it does, because you're much more active, you'll get your steps up. However, it does wreck your body sometimes because you're eating all that good food and you know how it goes. However, it really does reduce your stress because you're out of your normal environment. Gain a new perspective, that is the word of the day. But it does really help you to appreciate your health as well and realize what your body can do on minimal sleep, or getting used to water that you aren't used to. Little things like that. It can build up your immune system. There are just so many benefits. Another reason I love travel, and I think why you should travel too, is because you can experience and try something new every single day. This is by far my favorite thing about travel, is that you just have this broad range of memories that you can refer back to and that you can learn from, whether it's skydiving in Switzerland or visiting the pyramids. There are an endless amount of experiences you can have when you're traveling. All of those skills that they talk about in school, you can just get when you're traveling, because it is an education. Next up, a very important point that I alluded to earlier is that you can try new food. My first word was yum. No lie, I wasn't even trying to say mum. I love trying new food and new cuisines and flavors. Some of my favorite foods I've tried around the world I now incorporate into my normal life cooking here in New Zealand. You just never know, and you can get out of your comfort zone, try new things, and if you hate it, you hate it. You can move on. The next reason to travel the world is to learn to live with minimal possessions. Now, minimalism has definitely gained in popularity over the years, but maybe you haven't taken the plunge. Well, let me tell you, traveling with a suitcase or a backpack, especially for extended amount of time, will turn you into a minimalist, because you realize that there are so many things that you don't actually need to live a really incredible life. And I must say, it is a lot easier when you're traveling because, you're not in a house or an apartment, you're not accumulating things, but that's the beauty of it. You go travel with less and then you come back and you want to live with less as well. And this is good for the environment, it's good for your mental health, it's good for your wallet. There's just so many advantages to cutting back and living more of a minimal lifestyle, and travel will definitely help you with that. Number 8 is to learn to trust your gut instinct. Now, we all know what our gut instinct is. It's that little nudge that we get inside about whether we should or shouldn't do something or not. And you learn to trust it when you're traveling. I have been in some pretty dodgy situations where I've been followed or I've been stolen from, and you can feel it when it's happening. And you really learn to trust that and hone in on that skill and recognize when that's a sign that you should do something or not. It's a powerful skill to have, and you can utilize it as well when you're back in your normal life. Another reason to travel the world is because it's fun. Like, it is such an enjoyable time to see new places and meet new people and experience new things. There's a reason why people are obsessed with it. If they have the privilege to do it, it's because it is so much fun, and we all need a little bit more of that in our lives, because life can be overwhelming, especially with this pandemic. And I just want to say I'm really sorry if you have lost someone or lost something in your life because of it. It's horrible, and I think we all need to find a way to bring some more joy into our life. And I would encourage you, if you're looking for that, go to a new place and experience something new, because it's fun and you deserve to do that. The final reason that you should travel around the world is because it makes you appreciate home. I love my home. I am from Tasmania, but I now live here in New Zealand, as some of you know. They are both homes to me. And I tell you what, after seeing the world, I come back and I just say, wow, like, aren't I blessed to live in a place like that and to have the family that I do? And there is something in our life that everyone else would like to have. The grass is always greener, but when you come back from traveling, you see where you're from in a whole new way, because you can compare it to other places as well. These are my 10 reasons why you should travel the world when you feel safe to do so after the pandemic, because there is so much to see out there, and I think everyone deserves to experience that at least once in their lifetime. I hope this video has inspired you. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I will see you next time here on my channel.